Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Patriot Hour, modern day revolutionary. How the hell is everybody doing? I sure hope we're all having a wonderful day here in the Communist Republic of America. All right. Happy hour. Good to see you, man. LFR. That's right. Let freedom ring, baby. Let freedom ring. I wish I could get a nice soundtrack of like the national anthem played like heavy guitar like that. That would be awesome. Miranda Co., how you doing? I am doing good. I am doing good. Yeah. Everyone else doing good. Karen Isaacson, how you doing? North Carolina for Trump. Amen. After last night's debate, holy cow. Trump came out like a bull in a china shop, and fragile old Joe was just one of the teacups on the shelf. Gotta love it. Raymond Rosenberry, good to see you, man. Good to see you. We are doing good here. So, I am proud to announce that on October 9th at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, I'm going to be putting together, with the help of many people, many different groups in the area, that we are going to put together a Support Kyle event. This past Friday was his previous court date where the lawyers announced that they were going to fight the extradition. And this is the next court appearance after that. There will probably be many more to come. They need to file before the day before that. By 5 o'clock, they need to file the writ of habeas corpus, which is the grounds that they are fighting this on. So, and then the fight will ensue through legal channels. But essentially, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to fight the extradition to Wisconsin. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't claim to. What I do know is that Kyle needs support, because on this past Friday, the only people that showed up were people who were paying tribute to Kyle's victims, and quite frankly, screw that. We need to be out there supporting him. So I'm inviting the Proud Boys. I'm inviting local militias. I'm inviting any God-loving, God-fearing patriot. Anybody who is for the constitutional rights that we are supposed to have in this country, that Kyle practiced. The guy didn't do any, like the kid. I want to say guy, but he was a kid. He's a kid. Like he's more man than many people I've met in this country, especially on the left. They don't even know if they're a man anymore. But the kid was out there just trying to help medically, trying to help clean up stuff, and we need to get out there and we need to frickin' support this kid. It's a shame what the hell's happening to him. And from what I understand, he's being held in a juvenile detention center in Lake County. Number two, because of the crimes he is being charged with in Wisconsin, because of the level of those crimes, Illinois is not granting him any kind of bail or bond. So he is stuck in that facility while all of this crap goes on. And that's not okay. He needs to hear our voices, and he needs to know that we support him, that we support what he did, and we don't buy the bullshit, because I'm sure they don't play Fox News in the jailhouse, or in whatever juvenile detention center he's in. Exactly. John Ellenberger. Self-defense is not a crime. We need to get this kid needs to be free. Like this kid needs to be free. What he did is not wrong, nor should it be considered wrong. This case needs to be thrown the hell out. Kathy Honacker, welcome. Captain Deplorable, good to see you, man. He said, pro Kyle. Thank you, brother. Yeah, I am 100% pro Kyle. I have seen countless footage of what went on there from many different angles that are available, out there. And there's no way this kid did anything wrong. Like this kid was out there to help people, even help the Antifa BLM idiots who were hurting themselves while they were doing destructive criminal acts. Like, he didn't discriminate who he was willing to help. He was willing to help anyone. That's a hero in my mind, not a criminal. That's not somebody who packed up his gun because he hates the Negroes and he just gonna kill some people. Like, that's not this kid. This kid was out to help whoever he can. And, quite honestly, we need to support him. So I'm trying to get up as many groups. Some of the groups from that I met down in Kentucky, from both Kentucky and Indiana, sounds like are coming up to this. So I hope many more do from surrounding states. I've been reaching out to a few people I know in both Illinois and Wisconsin that lead up groups and run groups. So we're inviting everybody out, including the Proud Boys. I hope they show up. I hope they come out to this thing, and I hope militia groups show up. I hope just Trump supporters show up. I hope patriots show up. I hope we get as many people as we possibly can to send this kid a message that we support him, and to send this asshole Governor Pritzker a message that we support self-defense, and to send that asshole Democratic governor, communist governor Evers up in Wisconsin a message that we support people defending their life, not out to cause harm, but stopping those who are willing to, because that asshole Evers let that city burn. Both the governor and the mayor, they let that city burn. I was there. I talked to the cops. I talked to the National Guard. I talked to the state police. They were given orders not to stop it. They were given orders simply to defend the fire department, and that's it. They let that city burn, and nobody was willing to stop it but this kid and the group that he was with. And God bless them for doing something. That's what we need. We need more people just doing something. That's what I was talking today with somebody. That's what makes me absolutely sick about Candace Owens, the Hodge twins, who else? Tucker, Hannity. Name them all off. They're conservative talking heads, and that's great. We do need those. But they're not doing anything. Why can't these guys go do something? Why can't we get them to do something? Like, Candace Owens at least showed up at one of our May 1st rallies. Like, God bless her for that. But where the hell are the rest of these guys? That is the one reason I do like one of the reasons I do like the Angry Viking, and not the one reason, but one of the reasons I do like the Angry Viking is because at least he's doing something. The guy might make mistakes. Fuck, he's human. Hell, I'm going to make mistakes. Everybody's going to make mistakes, but it's about doing something. Why aren't those people doing something? Why are they just talking heads? Like Bongino, at least he's doing something, buying or starting Parler, buying stock in, what's that other thing? Rumble, at least he's trying to create some safe spaces, online for us. Don't forget, we've always, as a backup plan, we have mymilitia.com. That is what that is for. As everything else gets destroyed, mymilitia.com will sit until the internet goes down. It absolutely will. So if you're not on there, get on there. Hey, James Beasley, good to see you, man. Who else do we hop on here? Brensway. Yeah, good to see you, Brensway. Tim Coverdale. Welcome, man. Yeah, Tim Tim got me in a fun little argument last night. I was enjoying it. Thank you, Tim. I love those debates. I don't get in enough of them anymore. But he posted on some news channel where they were talking about the Proud Boys being a white supremacist group. And I got on there and I was having fun with these people and made them look like fools. Their definition of what is fascism is Trump. That is their only definition. They have nothing else. They have no other explanation for what it is other than, well, it's Trump. Okay. But if you look it up in a dictionary, it's going to say more words than that. It's not like if you look up fascism, it's just not going to have a picture of Trump. So do you know what? No, they don't know what the definition is. They never know what the definition is. They can't tell you what the hell they're actually against, man. It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. It's idiot ideology. Mike Dano, sir, good to see you, man. Who else do we have hop on there? Dana Malone Melendrez. Hello. Let's see. Captain, what'd you see? There was a message from you I missed. I saw it. Oh, awesome. Okay, so you did send it. I was looking everywhere for where you sent the message. Twitter is like one of the last places I check. I apologize. That was probably the only place I didn't check, man. I checked Parler, checked Facebook, checked quite a few different things to see if where you sent it, because I saw you sent it. Said you sent it, but no, I'll get that tonight, and then we'll get you on here tomorrow, man. We'll get you on the show tomorrow. Absolutely. So. Yeah, we'll get in touch and then we'll work that out so we can get you on here. Let's see, Blue Eyes 6866 Xbox. Been lost in the sauce. No worries. So, that's where we're going, guys. We need a Back the Kyle event. Not like he needs it. He absolutely needs it. He needs to know, because I'm sure he's surrounded by people making him feel horrible all day long. Sending a message of how big a piece of crap he is for what he did when what he did wasn't wrong. And hold on one second here. Sorry. Ha. Had a tiny little spider. Interesting. Anyway, took care of him. The same way Antifa should be taken care of. Anyway, but yeah, so he needs to know we support him 100%. But we need to see ourselves out there and supporting this kid. We need to get our asses out there and supporting him. Now, anybody coming in from other states, you got to make sure you understand a few things. Number one, Illinois is not an open carry state. It is not legal to open carry. It is only legal to conceal carry. Number two, you have to have a concealed carry license. Number three, any concealed carry from another state is not reciprocated in Illinois, because Illinois has like the largest number of training hours for the concealed carry. So they use that to basically say that any other concealed carry is invalid. But we still need to be there. Now, I'm going to be reaching out to several friends of mine. I've already reached out to Tom McCullum, and he is going to attend. Okay. He definitely is a great patriot running for office. Anybody in his area where he's running, you need to vote for this guy. This guy's great. Second, I'm going to be reaching out to John Anthony. I've already reached out to, oh, good God. I'm going mind blank here. I'm sorry. David Lowry Jr. Reached out to him. He runs an organization called Living and Driving While Black. Great organization, but he's a fellow Trumpster, and he's a realist. Like, when you talk to him about this case, he's going to tell you the same thing. It was a justified shooting. Same with John Anthony. Like these guys are going to call it for what it is. And they're not going to use it for some bullshit money-making agenda. They're just going to call it for how it is. And that's what I like about these guys. So we're going to try to get those guys to help promote, to help support, to hopefully be out there for this thing. As well as several other people, some commanders of local areas, local area militias. Like I said, the possibly the Proud Boys of Chicago, possibly even, if there's a group in Wisconsin or I think there's a group in Southern Illinois too. Hopefully we'll get a few of those out there, and we'll make it a peaceful gathering. We're out there to simply show our support. And that's what I want. Like in that case, the key is numbers. We need to make sure that we have as many freaking people out there as possible. I want to make sure that we have as many people out there as possible. And I will be talking to Angry Viking probably tomorrow, personally, about trying to get him to help support and promote this thing. So, I really, really want to see that we show Kyle that we're behind him, that we don't think what he did was bad. The kid's sitting there in the, I don't care whether you killed somebody in self-defense, whether it was justified or not, whether they were going to kill you or not. Having killed another person under any circumstances does a number on you. It messes with your head. And then to have every single talking head in America and the heads of social media companies like millionaires and billionaires calling you a mass murderer is not good for your mental status. I don't want this kid to try to hang himself with his shoelaces or something like that because he feels so bad about this thing. And he if you're told you've done something wrong long enough, you start to believe it. So I want to make sure that we are out there showing that we support Kyle. I don't care the opposition. I don't care who else is there. I don't care. We need to be out there making sure that we show our support. And quite frankly, if the KKK comes out to try to join us, we need to whoop their fucking ass, kick them out, and say, no, we are real Americans. I don't give a shit. We're not white supremacists, and we don't approve of white supremacist messaging. So you want to support Kyle, go back to the DNC and support him from there. You're not going to do it here. This is our America, and we support freedom, and Patriot lives matter. And that's the message we need to send throughout Wisconsin, throughout Illinois. We need to send that message throughout America, and we need to make sure that message gets to Kyle. So October 9th, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Anybody coming from surrounding states, make sure you just, think about the time changes and stuff, because that Louisville trip, man, messed me up on the time changes. But it's at the Lake County Courthouse in Waukegan, Illinois. Let me look up real quick the exact address here. Hold on one sec. Actually, you know what? I got it on my phone. Hold on here. No, it's not on there. I sent it in a text. Okay, I believe this is the address here. 18 North County Street in Waukegan, Illinois. That's Waukegan, Illinois. And it's the Lake County Courthouse, from my understanding. Everything I've researched on this says that's where it's going to be. I don't believe Kyle is going to be there, but his lawyers will. And I want to make sure that his lawyers bring back that message. In fact, while we're out there, I'd love to catch one of his lawyers and just get a couple minutes of his time on the live feed, letting him know that, hey, we support Trump, and that, I read a message that we support Kyle, and we are 100% behind him. So that way, because he needs to know we are. I mean, this kid needs to know that the people support him. Like, he didn't do anything wrong. He did the right thing. No matter how horrible he feels about it, it was the right thing, and we don't condemn him for it. we support him doing the right thing. I'm telling you, it plays with your mind, man. It really does. And we need to make sure he understands that he does have support. Leonard Ross, we definitely do have some messed up gun laws. Yeah. Actually, I cannot buy a bulletproof vest without a FOID card. That's how messed up it is. Like, it doesn't even just apply to firearms. I can't even protect myself from somebody else's firearm without having a FOID card. That's so screwed up. Let's see. Blue Eyes. New York gun laws are awful and so hard to get a permit. Yeah, they're not even approving them here. Karen Isaacson, the Second Amendment is our right. Goddamn straight. Happy hour. If y'all think it is tough, just try being from New Jersey. Happy hour. From what I understand, you don't have any firearms, though. I think all of yours were lost in a boating accident. That was just the word I heard. Let's see. Grey Wolf Brat, good to see ya. Let's see. Leonard Ross, KKK is just another domestic terrorist group and a left-wing terrorist organization group for sure. Let's see. Yeah. LFR. Self-defense is not a crime. It absolutely is not. Hey, Monica, good to see ya. Baba O'Reilly, libtards in Oregon are trying to steal our guns too. They're trying to do it all across America. They really are. That is part of the agenda. They want to take our rights, starting with the second, because they know that the second was put there in order to defend all of the others. That is why we have the Second Amendment, is in order to make sure that all other rights are still there. So if they take away that right, then they can start to take away the First Amendment. They just bounce those back and forth, right? Take away a little bit of the second, a little bit of the first, a little bit of the second, a little bit of the first. To this point where now they're just trying to slander any patriot group who supports guns, and call them a white supremacist group in order to try to get them tagged as a terrorist organization. And once they do that, then they can come after your guns legally, so to speak, legally. Even that's nonsense. Hey, Sansare, good to see you. What firearms exactly? Yeah, Baba O'Reilly ain't getting mine. God, you bet. Yeah. Oh, hey, that's Mike Buer. Hey, good to see you, man. Wasn't quite sure. LFR, Gun Owners of America, a no compromise Second Amendment rights lobby. And quite frankly, from what I have seen, the Gun Owners of America is a legit Second Amendment caring organization. Like, they actually care about the freedom of the Second Amendment, where the NRA more cares about membership. If there's no memberships to get out of it, they don't really care. Because where have they been? Where has the NRA been throughout all of this crap going on? Through all of the COVID stuff, through the mask mandates, like that should have been their fight. The masks actually make it illegal to carry a gun, to conceal carry. In most places, if you're wearing a mask, you cannot legally conceal carry. So mandating that you have to wear a mask means that you cannot conceal carry. So where's the NRA? Where are they at? I have seen stuff from the Gun Owners of America. I ain't seen nothing from the NRA, man. If there ain't memberships to be made off of it, they ain't there. LFR, they are calling Proud Boys white supremacists and the leader is Hispanic. Yeah. Oh, exactly. Plus numerous other members of different races. Yeah. And they have that. Exactly. They have members of every race. Militias do too. Like the second in charge of the Oath Keepers, black dude. Whip was awesome, man. Black dude. Like, how can you call them? Oh, but I forgot. You're calling them Uncle Toms. They are they are Uncle Toms. I was just having this conversation with Sonia Schmidt out of California, one of the black conservative radio personalities out there. And yeah, she was telling me, you if you're a conservative at all, you get called an Uncle Tom. You're against your own people. You hate your own people. It's so sad. So sad. Blue Eyes, do you need the GOA to protect your rights? If they come get your guns, are they there to protect your right? No, but the GOA is actually like trying to do the national things that need to be done to protect our rights. There are individual level things that need to be done as well, but they are kind of like the organization, like the NRA was supposed to be. You know, they're supposed to be the gun rights lobbyists for us, for we the people on the Second Amendment. And they have failed miserably at their job. But the gun owners of America has done a much better job of that. John Ellenberger, the sad thing is that if Kyle didn't defend himself, he might have been the one killed or hurt, and the attackers would have probably got away with it. America's backwards. The time to fix it is now. Amen to that. And as for the first part, that is blatantly obvious that because of the tweet that the one guy with the messed up bicep, I forget his name. He was some kind of pedophile or rapist or whatever too. But the tweet that his best friend sent out saying that, you know, he's all fine, or he's doing okay, or as can be expected, whatever. And he said, you know, his only wish is that he hadn't delayed and he'd just emptied the clip into this kid. You know, obviously, I mean, and that will be used in trial. That will absolutely be used in trial. But obviously, like, this kid was in danger. People were trying to take his life, and he did the only thing he could do, you know, and all payment for being out there and trying to defend some property, defend livelihoods, help keep people alive and well. You know, that's what he gets. Yeah. Purple Flower, Trump 2020, baby. Amen. Old Who song. That's right. Tim Coverdale, Biden must have been off his meds when he said Antifa was an idea, not a terrorist organization. What a lie. Well, actually, Tim, Biden was quoting or misquoting the FBI director. Because if you read the quote specifically from the FBI director, he doesn't exactly say that. Like he goes into much more explanation, but they cut out the one little piece because it makes Trump wrong. That's what they're trying to do. Is they cut out that one little quote from the whole thing. Let's see. Monica Squires, my friend Denise from the NFAC is going to be in. My friend Denise says that NFAC is going to be in Lafayette, Louisiana this weekend. I hope they don't shoot themselves again. They are known to do that. You know, these guns just fire on their own. They do. I mean, it's amazing. Yeah, it's crazy. Let's see. Yeah. All right. So, do me a favor, guys. If you can, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you click the little bell icon for notifications. Yesterday we hit an awesome thing, and I'll kind of go over this real quick. I meant to announce it when we hit 3,500 subscribers, but it flew by so fast. And we're up to 3,700 now subscribers on the channel. I just wanted to say thank you for everybody who watches, everybody who subscribe to the channel, everybody who shares this out. Thank you so much. Really, our goal is to get our message out to as many people as possible. We're trying to make sure, and we're not going to educate liberals. That's just not going to happen. What we are going to do is help speed up the education process with people who are in the walk away movement from the libtards. As they come over, they're going to be like, oh crap, I don't know, I just took the red pill and I don't know what I'm doing. So we're going to help with that process, right? That's a big part of it. But we're also giving more fuel to conservatives when they go out and do get in any kind of online or in-person conversation or, confrontation, either way, with these libtards. I want you guys to have as much fuel as possible. I want to make sure that we're doing what we can. Also, part of the whole thing here is to organize events. That is a huge part of this whole thing. We're gonna be doing more stuff, and we need to be active. It is a key thing to be active. We did May 1st, we did Memorial Day, we did the Back the Badge event. I think that was in June or July? I forget when that was, but we've kind of been checking out some other stuff and helping to support some other groups in the meantime. But this Free Kyle event. We're back on it, man, and I want to see groups from all over coming together for this thing, getting out there and coming together in support of Kyle as a patriot, because number one, hashtag Free Kyle, number two, hashtag PLM, Patriot Lives Matter, and we need to be out there. We need to be out there with signs that say his name, Kyle Rittenhouse. We need to be out there with signs that say. Hashtag PLM, Patriot Lives Matter, Free Kyle. We need to be out there with hashtag Free Kyle. Those are the kind of things we need to have out there. None of this mask stuff, none of this. That's all still going on. None of the Trump stuff. God bless. Definitely Trump 2020, but. This is for Kyle. We need to go out there and we need to twist the bullshit that they've been doing with George Floyd and who is the guy in Kenosha? Jacob Bailey or something like that. I forget his name. The rapist. For Breonna Taylor. We need to twist their crap around and use it because it's good stuff. I'll give them that. It's good stuff. But why do they own it? Why do they own it? They shouldn't own this stuff. We need to take it from them, and we need to be using it ourselves. Yeah, self-defense is not murder. There you go. Yeah, exactly. Blue eyes. Those are the picket signs I want to see out there. And it's mostly going to be an unarmed carry. I'm not telling you if you have a legal concealed carry for Illinois, please, feel free. Feel free to practice your Second Amendment right. I don't want to get into two battles at once. So I don't want to see a bunch of people get arrested because they've got long, ARs strapped around their chest and shit. So make sure that you absolutely are out there just fighting one battle at a time. Let's see, Bev O'Reilly, been to my militia for Oregon, passing the web link to all my friends and family. Awesome, man. Thank you so much. Big time. Yeah, we got to get the word out big time. Yeah, Jacob Blake. Yeah, thank you, Monica. I don't, it's kind of, to me, these names are a bit like the guy who assassinated John Lennon. Like, they're doing it for the fame, so I don't really want to keep. Like, I've never bothered to allow his name to get into my memory. I don't want to know it because the guy did it just for the fame of it. I don't want to know his name. His name should not live on. His name should die out because it is exactly what he deserves to have the opposite happen of what he tried to accomplish. So, Mike Dano, your message inspired me to lead Pennsylvania in a movement of Assemble for Freedom. My fuel tank is full, brother. I am full steam ahead. Awesome, Mike. I love it. Yeah, and that's a guy who has been doing some awesome stuff out in Pennsylvania already for quite some time. He's been running the. He's been running the Assembly for Freedom, the first rally that they did, I want to say back in June. The second one was in August. They're doing another one. What is it? End of October. He's meeting all kinds of true patriots and doing an amazing job. Like this is a kick-ass guy right here. And why is he doing it? Because he wants the fame? Hell no. Like, he doesn't want the fame. It's the same as me. Like, do you understand what the fame means? The fame means being attacked. That's what it means. This is not like I'm not on Tucker Carlson's level, man. Like and even he's getting attacked. Candace Owens, like I'm not on their level, but even she's getting attacked. Like this isn't about fame, guys. This is about doing the right thing. That's what it's about. Supporting a freaking patriot who tried to do the right thing. And you know what? Quite frankly, the left is trying to crucify the kid, and it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and we need to go out there and support this kid, this poor kid who's just like they're trying to put his head on a pike, and it's ridiculous. Blue Eyes, how did I feel about the debate? You know, the one thing I would say against Trump in that debate is he does need to chill it down a little bit, because he saved Joe from looking like an idiot as much as Wallace did. I mean, Wallace definitely was like, out to make Joe look better. You could tell he was clearly biased. And I loved seeing the comments of like, oh, Fox needs to fire Wallace. No. You don't understand. Fox is going the direction of Wallace. Wallace is just the lead. He's leading the way that Fox is going. Tucker's on the back end about to fall off the train at some point. So yeah, I do think, that's the one thing I would probably critique the president on. And it's because they were playing that card. They're trying to play it up like the mean big old bad bully is picking on poor old dementia Joe. Poor old dementia Joe, poor old man, and this big mean Trump's picking on him. He's just beating him up, being a bully. And we don't tolerate bullies. Bully culture is over. We're ending bully culture. So yeah, I mean, that would be the one thing that I would say were my thoughts on it. Other than that, I thought Donald did pretty well. Mr. President did pretty well, excuse me. Trump did pretty well. And that was one thing that annoyed me, sorry, when he just called him Donald. Oh, my God, he's your president. Shut the hell up. Yeah, sorry, I made the slip up myself because I was thinking about that. But the president, really, really did a great job. Biden, on the other hand, sounded like an idiot most of the thing. Refused to answer questions. Really was tripping up. You could see the point, and almost like this is what I see happens. Right? You got facelift Joe with everything stretched back. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah. And then the meds start to wear off, and you can see everything kind of crumple in. And that's when you know the meds are wearing off, because his face starts to do this number. That's when you know the meds are wearing off. Sorry. That was just what I noticed in it. You could definitely see when the meds were wearing off. It was messed up. So, but yeah, I mean, his face looks all stretched back. And then as the meds wear off, his face kind of crumples in. Yeah, I did see that. The speculation on the wire. They can catch a wire here. They got a little thing or two things at some point, different positions of his wrist. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Bab O'Reilly, scared if elected, Kamala will be in control. Joe doesn't know what day it is. I mean, I wouldn't be scared. I'd be certain that if elected, Kamala will be in control. That is 100%. That is 100%. I mean, I hear people saying, "Oh yeah, I mean, probably around a year." Nah, I'd give that 6 months, man. I wouldn't even give it in the first 6 months. Within the first 6 months, that's my pool, my dead pool on Joe Biden. Within the first 6 months, that man's going to be either have a stroke, something, he's going to die, he's going to get killeried, or he's going to end up being declared incompetent and removed from office while she takes in. That 100%. That first 6 months, guarantee it. Let's see, happy hour. I do go fishing quite a bit out of the Manasquan Inlet. I think he's talking to somebody else here. All right. Damn it, happy hour. Pay attention, man. You're talking to me. I need center stage here. The lights are on me. No, I'm kidding. I'm not like that. Mike Dano, it's work and it's hard and making me tired, but it is well worth it. Inspiring people and making them realize there's like-minded people. I don't have a live stream show, but I will be heard. Goddamn straight, Mike. I mean, and Mike, you awesome, man. I mean, the amount of people that you are inspiring on a daily basis with this stuff, you have no idea, really. And the fact that you attribute it back to me just kind of makes me blush, quite honestly. You know, I'm not an emotional man, but you know, it does. So I love what you're doing, and that I had any part in helping to inspire that. Just, you know, I appreciate it, and keep it up, man. You're doing amazing work. Tim Coverdale, I swear Biden looks like Jeff Dunham's Pitt Walter. Yeah, doesn't he though? God, yeah. Yeah, and Dano, their last rally was 5,000 strong, makes a lot of people heard, and they're shooting for 10,000. So anybody out October 24th in that Pennsylvania tri-state area, get to that damn thing. And Dano, make sure you hook up with Ayla. I know she was running a thing for New York and trying to get people to go support that. Get her ass down to Pennsylvania for yours. I think that one was in November. So maybe she can help with that. But get a hold of Ayla. I think you got her contact still. If not, I might have gotten reconnected. I don't remember. But I did see something with that. So, Monica Squires, don't be a diva, Josh. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm such a diva. At least I wasn't in a bikini like the Angry Viking. No. Like that's my line. No, I'm not. Sorry. Love you guys. I'm not putting on a bikini. I don't care. Just not happening, you know. And if I did, I would definitely make sure I shaved my cleavage. So, bad on you guys if you're watching. Angry Viking, just like, and Dale. God, Dale. Oh, man, that was scary. I was upset, though, by the Angry Viking. I'm pretty sure the challenge was a full bikini, and I only saw from the waist up. I did not see either of them wearing the bottoms, so I was disappointed. That seems like only half of a challenge met, not a full one. I'm just my call. Gray Wolf Brad, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I know, Dano, like seriously, I never followed this stuff too. I mean, well, I take it back. I always followed it, but from a distance. I never engaged. I thought politics was just a game meant to distract you from life. Like, and I knew then, like, right, left, didn't matter. It was all bullshit. Like, they were both trying to screw us over, like both of them. And it was just, you know, two sides of the same coin, trying to screw us over. But honestly, what really caught my attention was the impeachment stuff with Trump. That was the first time I really started heavily paying attention, because the unconstitutionality of it was just like, it's like when you're a parent, how like you just have this hearing ability. You can hear your kid in a dead of sleep. Doesn't matter. You could be drunk as shit, passed out. Excuse me, I had a few already. No, I'm kidding. You can be drunk as shit, passed out. Not that happens much. I'm just trying to exaggerate how out of it you can possibly be. You can be on the other side of the house, and you hear that just one level of tone volume that is the kid's cry. You hear that through everything else. You could be in a crowded room, like in the middle of the Super Bowl, and you could pick out your kid crying. I swear to God. And that's what it was like for me. It was like through all of the noise that was going on, just like, whoa, wait a minute, this is important. I need to pay attention. And I started paying attention to that, because the unconstitutionality of what the Democrats in the House were trying to do blew me away. And it immediately sent up flags that something was dangerously wrong in this country. So I followed through the whole thing, and I was getting more vocal and more vocal. And then And then immediately after that kind of settled out, then Bernie was running on his campaign. And I'm like, are you shitting me? Like, and this gets into like how Joe even got to be the nominee. I don't understand. But Bernie was like blasting this, and so many Americans on social media are like, yeah, Bernie, yeah, you know, all this bullshit that he was running. And I'm just like, and I wrote an article that I put out, and it was just like, guys, like, I don't know how stupid you are. But you need to understand a few things. Like, we live in a constitutional republic. He's the president. He can't do any of the stuff he's promising. It's very similar to a high school kid running for class president and offering 3 lunches and 17 recesses. Like, he can't do that stuff. Because even if he wrote the bill, like, it'll never get passed because the Democrats don't even support it. Not even the Democrats, but say like things change in the next 4 years of Bernie in there, and they were able to pass it. They were able to pass this stuff. Well, then it would just go to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court would go, no, all of this crap, this socialism is unconstitutional, and it would lose there. So like that, it just like, it blew me away that so many Americans were begging for socialism, begging for communism. And that's when I started to get really, really vocal online. And then March 16th was when it first started. That's when they first did the restaurant ban in Illinois. And my father-in-law, excuse me. He owns a restaurant in Northern Illinois. And, you know, right on the border of Wisconsin, pretty close to Kenosha, quite frankly. And it just, like, he was shut down. I was like, are you shitting me? Like, so I started looking. I'm like, this can't be right. So I started looking up Illinois law. I started looking up the Illinois Constitution, looking up the powers of the governor under the emergency status powers, looking up the Illinois Department of Health and their powers, and none of them had it. None of them had the ability to do this shit. And I was just like, are you kidding me? And then it just got worse and worse into the end of March. And then I toyed with the idea a couple times. I had thrown it out there in a few groups I was with. I was like, you know what we need to do? We need to do a nationwide protest at every state capital. 6-foot social distancing, wear the masks just so you get the right PR, leave the Trump stuff at home, make it peaceful, you know, all that good stuff, right? And I threw the idea out there a couple times, and people were like, yeah, that seems like a good idea. And then somebody finally commented back, like, when are we doing it? And that was when I was like, cool, I'm done. I made the meme, threw it out there, and that was history. The beginning of April, it was officially started. I think it was like April 9th. And that was before anybody else had done any protests anywhere. And we needed to do something. So I went from like 0 to 1,000% in this thing in like a couple of months, just because like you have to pay attention to this. Like, I don't care. You cannot have your head in the sand for this. Like, this is too important. Like, I don't want to be involved in the shit show that is our country's government. Until this, like, at this point, there's too much going wrong too quickly, and that's enough. We can't allow it. At that, we have to stop it. And I knew it was dangerous at that point. And that's when I started. So that's kind of my rough history on that. Yeah, Tim Coverdale. Now, and I'm going to add something to this. So he's commenting on somebody else's comment. We all just want to be free and live our lives like we want without government interference. But now there is one caveat to that. We have to be in the government. We have to be part of it. Like this idea that came forward from the Civil War, from the South. The idea was that I just want to be free to be left alone. That's not an American idea. That is a Democrat idea that is been left to us from them during the Civil War. The idea is that we have to be involved. We have to be in our government, that our government needs to be for the people, by the people. That's the only way it's for the people, is if it's by the people. It can't be these elite assholes running it. We have to be in there doing it. And things need to be changed where you can't just do what Pritzker did. I believe Newsom did, Cuomo did, and these type of guys. We need to remove the ability to buy elections. That has to be gone. That has to 100% be gone. You cannot buy an election. It needs to be removed. Let's see. Mike Dana, our Patriot family might be on break right now because Big Daddy Zuckerberg put us on time out. He will never break that bond that we have. Zuckerberg will never knock me down for long. Amen, man. And I'm telling you right now, we're gonna be throwing stuff on Facebook. I guarantee we're gonna get kicked off of there again and again and again up to October 9th. So this is where we're gonna keep pushing it here and mymilitia.com. So if you're not on mymilitia.com, get on mymilitia.com, because that is going to be the center for operation, because that is the place where we cannot be shut down. Like, I can't say this enough, guys. You have to be on mymilitia.com. I know we got some people watching right now, but we end up with hundreds watching, throughout the next couple of days. Get on mymilitia.com. You have to. If you're not on there, you're going to be left out in the cold without communication lines, because starting tomorrow, actually, Facebook's new policies go into play. Facebook starts their brand new censorship policies where they can just kick you because they feel you're a threat. That's the summation of it. If they feel you're a threat to them, they can boot you. So got to make sure we're on a platform that, and this is the point of My Militia, is to organize patriots, to allow patriots to organize, to allow them to communicate outside of that nonsense, because there's been, and it's just getting 10 times, 100 times worse with the censorship and all of those. So make sure you're on mymilitia.com. But let me see. Tim Coverdale, we have to get involved from the offices, local and state. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Grey Wolf Brat signed up. Awesome. Thank you, Grey Wolf. Leonard Ross, goodbye, Facebook. Yep. Blue Eyes, what do we do when a next lockdown comes? Do we rebel even if we get arrested? I like, quite honestly, Blue Eyes. I like what the Atilis Gym guys did. It was our group of people that were out there at the protests for them, Ian out there, and helping to support them out there. But he's continued even past that and done a fantastic job. No matter what they've done, whether they've locked the doors on his business, no matter how many fines they keep giving him, no matter how many times the cops keep coming out there and trying to run people off, he stays open. Like, I love that. That's the kind of rebellious spirit. Like, that guy is a delinquent deplorable. He is one of the delinquent deplorables that we will need. He's a troublemaker. He's somebody who's willing to rock the boat. We need those in the future, coming shortly. Probably we will need those. And it's going to get scary. But we need to be willing to not give up. Yeah. And as of right now, that's all I can say is when the next lockdown comes, yeah. I mean, and the scary part, Blue Eyes, is we are fueling their power right now with these Back the Blue events. I support constitutional law enforcement. Constitutional. If you don't add that qualifier, you're an idiot. Backing the blue at random is bullshit. I don't back the blue 100%. I back constitutional law enforcement. If you're a cop, if you're a statey, if you're a county mountie, you're a fed, whatever. If you are supporting and enforcing constitutional laws, I support you. If you are supporting and enforcing unconstitutional laws, I do not support you. I do not. You are a danger to my freedom. And this is the problem with the carte blanche that we have given on these Back the Blue events. You know, when we're giving them all of this power to shut down protests right now, to do whatever they need to do to silence anyone protesting. Right now, we're giving them that power. That is going to be us when the second wave hits. We are going to be the people out there protesting. They will be using those same tactics on us. We need to make sure that we are supporting constitutional law enforcement, and they need to understand that we support them only so long as they support constitutional laws and are not enforcing anything beyond that. So that's my stance on that, just so we are clear. Just so we are clear. I don't give free rein on that. Monica Squires, technically there is nothing in the Constitution about police whatsoever. Whether not even sheriffs, like people call county sheriffs constitutional law enforcement. Technically they're not. There's nothing in the Constitution about this. But the reason they call county sheriffs constitutional is because a county sheriff is elected. He is an elected official and can only be removed by impeachment or an election. And he appoints deputies below him that work for him. But city police and state police, they are appointed. So essentially, a city police officer, police chief, works for the mayor and can be fired by that mayor. The state police head, he works for the governor and can be fired by that governor. So those are considered less constitutional because they have bosses. They are essentially the militarized force of governors and mayors. And that is unconstitutional. That is a police state. So like that is the one small part that I could get behind with the defund the police. The one small part of that idea. I don't like the way they plan to do it. They just want to get rid of it willy-nilly. I'm not for that. Because we have to have a balance. Like what has happened is the people handled law on their own, and there was like super minimal police. And that has shifted. We have so now there's a ton of police and people are not responsible at all for themselves. We have to shift that back equally. We can't just boop, and then nobody's responsible, because that's just total anarchy, which that is what they want. Yeah. So, Leonard Ross, vote for the person that you feel will do the best job. Amen. And everybody should do that. You know, you just got to get educated on real stuff and use actual critical thinking. It drives me nuts. Larry Ferguson, there's a man I haven't seen in a while. Good to see you. There are too many layers of government in Illinois. Oh my God. Yes. And many states, quite honestly, there are too many layers of government all over. Government, same thing, you know, as we have lowered our responsibility, we have assigned more to the government. So the government thinks that it is their job, and we want them to take care of us. And quite frankly, there is a large portion of the population in America now that wants the government to take care of them. We have to start rewinding that so that the government gets back to next to nothing, and we are responsible for ourselves. That is the key. It is our own responsibility for ourselves, for our families, for our communities, for our neighborhoods and cities and counties and states. That is what will remove these things. That was the entire point of the AR2 Patriot Network, is to start building that. So in any case, that is where we need to go. Chris Schlitt, I saw a law a while back passed. They removed local militia and made the National Guard the militia. militia. So let's see. So now militia illegal if local people, and why were my calling out militia in the debate? Yeah, well, and that has been a tactic for quite some time. That is what they've been doing. That is the entire point. The National Guard, the state level National Guard, was created in order to remove our rights under the Second Amendment. Because what they're doing is they're saying the National Guard, the state level National Guard that works for the governor, is the militia. You are not. They are. They will take care of it for you. And this, again, it's what I'm talking about. Like, that they'll take care of it for you. You don't have to do that. You don't have to even be the militia anymore. We'll do that for you. That is what they are using, and has been their argument to remove our Second Amendment gun rights. They are trying to say they're the militia, so you aren't, so you don't actually have gun rights. They do. Like, the militia has gun rights, not you. But that National Guard is the militia. Our guys that we pay and work for me, and I can fire and have to do what I say. So that is the scary part. Yeah. Exactly, Leonard Ross. We are all the militia. We the people, every United States citizen. And I tried to make this very clear on the Big Sarge show when I was doing it. It's this us and them bullshit concept that's been put down. That you are not the militia, they are. They're the militia over there. No, we are the militia. Every U.S. citizen is the militia. You're part of the unorganized, unregulated militia. It's time to get organized. It's time to get regulated. Regulators, mount up. No, sorry. Anyway, so I don't know. Whatever. That was silly. But yeah, that is what they've been trying to do. Monica, I can't wait to be a poll worker for this election. I like being involved in my community, and being a poll worker is a great way, in my opinion. Yeah, and that is awesome. More people need to. That was 100% what Trump called for last night. Is we need to have our presence at these voting locations, making sure shady shit isn't happening. We need to do that. I will be out there. I hope y'all will join me. Hell, I'll freaking live stream from there. I don't care. We need to be out there. We need to be doing that. Not only for that reason, but also there has been for some time now rumor that Antifa and BLM will be at voting locations in order to intimidate and scare off the elderly voters. I mean, trying to do everybody, but those are the ones that they're actually going to intimidate. So we need to be making sure that that is not happening also. Yeah, Chris, you're right. Dano, we have become too complacent with government. If Corona disappears and we have no more problems, is such a telltale sign that Americans are too complacent with government. Too many sheep. Yeah, I mean, and honestly, we will always have a large amount of sheep. We will. 97% sheep. Of that, estimated that 33% of those sheep will turn in the 3% who are not sheep. 33% will turn in the 3% who are not sheep. Keep that straight. Now, there's another 33% that are going to do bad things once they're turned in. So a third will do bad acts. A third will rat you out. And only 3% will do something about it. But it only takes 3% to do something about it. My delinquent deplorables. And we need to rise up, guys. We need to start finding each other. I have found more and more of you. And I'm so glad I have. I'm so glad that I have been able to travel. And to those of you that help support this, that's my goal, honestly. When I go to Louisville, when I go to Kenosha, when I go to these places, I want to go to Portland, in the connections that I am making, I want you to understand that is what I am after. I am after finding our delinquent deplorables, our true 3%. Because those with 3% tattoos, those with 3% patches, those that claim 3%, those with little 3% Facebook icons aren't all actually the 3%. Some of them are just part of the 30% that's left over. That's it. That's all they are. Some of them are. But we need to find who are the delinquent deplorables. Who are the real double Ds? The troublemakers, the rebels, the guys who have been starting shit, getting into shit their entire lives. Not the guys who have played by the rules. Not the guys who are out there to defend another person. You know, I love law enforcement. I love the military. I have family of both. I was in the Army. I know what the Army is like. We need something different than those guys. We need the troublemakers. The guys who have recently, probably in the last 10 years, just finally put their head down and said, you know what, I'm just going to play the damn game. I'm tired of always being against the grain. Quote a Garth Brooks song. I'm tired of that. I need to just play the game and just get along. And they've started doing that, and now they're getting slapped in the face for doing it. Every chance they get, they're getting their ass kicked for being... For keeping their head down and just trying to do the right thing for once. They're getting beat up for it now. And it's going to be those guys. Those guys are going to be my delinquent deplorables. Hey, Elizabeth McCollum, a face I haven't seen in a long time. How you doing? No, you're a delinquent, that's for sure. I know you're a delinquent. I know you're a delinquent. But anyway, we've kind of taken this over a little bit on time than we normally do. So, Elizabeth, good seeing you. You know, hit me up on text or Messenger if you got me on there. But guys, I'm going to call it for the night, and we'll be back here tomorrow, same time, same bat channel. So 8 Central right here. Keep it patriotic, guys.